What is up, y'all? It is your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building for a recap of Real Housewives of Potomac. This will be season 2, episode 2. First off, I want to say this episode was a little bit boring. It was so boring, I had to rewatch it this morning. Because last night when I was watching it, I was kind of on my phone and I was looking at the episode. I was all over the place. So they need to pick this shit up. And I think what would help is that if they at least for a couple of weeks give us 2 episodes, that will help this season pick up. Anyways, the episode starts out with Karen. Karen is sad that, her house is empty and she's starting to miss her kids. So she calls Raven. Raven is not answering her damn phone, honey. She done got away from Karen's crazy ass, so she is busy with her life. Karen leaves a message and then gets mad that the damn message people won't let her finish her message. So that was funny as hell. Okay, so next we have Ashley, Charisse, and we got Robin. They all together at Ashley's restaurant trying to taste the food, and they looking at it funny, and Charisse is like, I'm a vegetarian, and Robin picking at the food, looking at it funny. And Ashley, you need to tell your man to change the nature of that restaurant. I already said it, because the shit is not gonna last. Don't nobody want that shit. It was empty as fuck while they was in there. I guess they had talked a little bit about situation with Giselle. And then Katie has an event coming up, a casino royale. So, I remember Katie's irritating ass from last season. And I'm glad she's not on here because she was looking real pitiful trying to get the man to marry her. Very annoying. So next we have all the ladies together. Robin, Charisse. They introduced the new housewife, Monique. I like the new girl. She's okay. She fits the show. She's married, but I'll get to the parts where, I felt like she was doing too much. So, we got Giselle. She's at the Casino Royale, and, her and Robin are talking, and Giselle's like, I'm not here for Charisse tonight. I'm just trying to stay clear of her. I don't have time for that. So next we have Ashley. I believe she meets Monique and she's all touching her and she's sexy. I'm really attracted to her and I almost got a Woody. I'm like, that damn Ashley is something else. So next, Karen and Giselle have a moment and Karen notices, the tension between Charisse and Giselle. She notices they're still not talking and that kind of bothers her, so she's hoping to get everybody together. And then Karen has a few words with Katie, and then they put on these punk-ass performance of the Michael Jackson. It wasn't even, they did Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5 song, but the performance was fucked up. Fucked up as hell. Giselle's faces, honey, was saying it all. They need to sit their ass down. So, is it me or did Katie look like a skeleton? She looked like she got real skinny. So, I don't know. Katie looked, a little bit different, from what I'm used to seeing her look like. So, alright, next we got Giselle. She's on a date with this guy, Kevin, and she's been knowing for, damn, Giselle, how many years did you know him? I believe she said 10, and she said 15, and she said 20, and so they've been knowing each other for quite some time. And, he even brought her some gifts. She's laughing. They're flirting. She mentions this one part about, well, how long does it take for you to take her clothes off, I guess to have sex, get intimate. And the guy is just like, well, it's not about a matter of time. It's about a connection. And Giselle, was feeling that answer. So I hope everything works out for them. They look like a nice couple in the making. So, hopefully that works out for her. He had cracked me up when he asked for a pill, Cosby. That shit was funny. So next we have Karen. She has invited Robin over to her house to play some pool, and they're gonna pretty much talk about the situation that is between Charisse and Giselle, how there's so much tension between them, and Karen is like, look, they really need to squash this and move on from this shit. It's just too much. I'm sick of watching this go on, so they really need to try to get past it. I want to get all the other girls together. So that's pretty much what they talk about. There was a part where Karen had noticed that Robin was saying shit behind Giselle's back. Because Robin had made a comment, well, I just feel like Charisse kept it right here, and I feel like Giselle took it all the way to another level. And my thing is this, I am 100% with motherfucking Karen on this episode, and here's why. You are talking about your friend behind her back, Robin. And then the last episode, in my opinion, I do like you, Robin. You and Giselle and Karen are probably my favorites on this show. But I will say this, you did come off kind of suspect last episode, saying you didn't know if Giselle would do that to you, and you have to keep in mind, Robin, that Charisse disrespected Giselle. So that comes with consequences. You can't sit up here and put yourself into the situation because you have nothing to do with it. You didn't do anything to Giselle. Giselle was turned off that Charisse called her a whore in front of everybody at the reunion, in front of millions of people. So she has a right to feel how she feel and act how she act towards Charisse. I really don't care for Charisse. To me, she's kind of fake and sneaky, and she just like the charade of the show, except for worse. You could tell she's bitter, but she's trying to act like things are cool. I don't fuck with Charisse like that. But yeah, Robin, to me, you were wrong. And Karen called that shit out in the confessional. And she was like, you shouldn't be talking about your friend behind her back. So I was 100% here for that. Next, we have, Ashley and her husband. They celebrating their anniversary, and they won't be able to go out of town because they are running this restaurant, and Ashley needs to be around. And her husband kept saying, well, we need to break even before we even think about having a baby. You're not gonna break even. You're not going to break even on anything because you won't change the fucking menu. And if you notice how many people is in your restaurant, you would know motherfuckers don't want to eat there. So change the fucking menu. And that is pretty much what I have to say on them, you guys. Next we have Robin, Monique, and Charisse. They all get together and work out, and the workout is just too much for Robin, and especially for Charisse. So during that meeting though, they're working out, and I believe Monique mentioned she has 4 houses, and and so it's just like, I think Robin was like, why y'all need so many houses? And I guess the husband likes to have a house everywhere he's at, so that's, and then Robin was like, oh, well, she's doing some humble bragging. I did take it that she was bragging. She was, that's what she has, so a lot of people may say, oh, well, she's not bragging, but to me, we didn't ask you all that, but whatever. So anyways, they're having this high tea. This is the last scene of the show, and everybody shows up hugging, kissing each other. Giselle comes in, she's kind of looking at the new girl, kind of funny. She wasn't expecting to meet somebody. Giselle is shady as hell. The girl is just like, well, she introduced herself, and oh, well, we're looking to get a home in Potomac. And Giselle was like, oh, you don't have a home? And the girl was like, we got 4 homes. And then Giselle has shaded the girl in her confessional about how she looked, and I'm just like, Giselle, you doing too much. You don't have to come at this girl like this. Karen says in her confessional that Giselle always feels the need to, put women through the ropes when they're coming into the circle. So they had showed a clip where Giselle has shaded the hell out of Ashley, saying, oh, y'all popping a Viagra since he's 55, 60 years old. So anyways, the girl claps back at Giselle saying, oh, I got 4 houses. I thought that was funny because she got her together. Let her know, honey, what you got, what you're working with. So anyways, they get off into, oh, this girl does a rap. She says that she was in school or something, and then she ended up rapping. Girl, don't quit your day job. I don't feel like the girl Monique can rap like that. But anyways, they get off into the conversation between Giselle and Charisse. Charisse was like, hey, you didn't own your shit. That's why shit is fucked up between us. Giselle was like, you know what? I take responsibility. I was wrong and I'm sorry. And, you know, they kind of go back and forth on that. Ashley is shocked that Giselle is even apologizing. I was shocked too because Charisse wouldn't have got a fucking apology out of me. Because, bitch, you were wrong. You were trying to be fake and trying to... Charisse is one of the people where she could say whatever she wants to about you, but you better not say nothing about her, and I don't care for women like that. But anyways, they end up working it out. Charisse felt like Giselle was being genuine, so they end up working the situation out. Next, Karen calls out Robin on her shit, and I was happy that she did. She was like, listen, you was talking about Giselle behind her back. Felt like we need to get all this out in the open now, because if we don't, it will come up later. So I just want to see what you got to say about it right now. And Robin is like, well, you invited me into your home, and why you bring me here for this? You know, she's kind of off guard. But Robin, you do need to be called out on this, because my thing is this. When I see you on camera, you are mainly more with Giselle filming than you are with Charisse. So why the fuck you took Charisse's side on this? I didn't understand that. When Charisse was just as wrong as Giselle. So yeah, I get keeping it real with your friend, you know, letting her know you felt she was wrong. That was fine, but I don't feel like not one was more wrong than the other. Because if you say something about somebody, they got the right to retaliate, and they got the right to take it to the next level. It's all fair in love and war. I mean, that's just what it is. So, I mean, it's all fair in love and shade as well with these women. So, I was happy that Karen called her on her shit, but everybody began thinking, oh, Karen's being messy. Giselle sent her confession, oh, she being messy, and you know, I would expect her to do something like this. No, she calling that shit out. You got to pick a side. If Giselle is really your homegirl, then you need to stick by her, and I'm 100% here for that shit. Even if your friend is wrong, have your girls back. So, anyways, they pretty much squash it. And Giselle says in her confessional that, wow, she's kind of shocked to hear that Robin would say something behind her back. She was hoping to never hear nothing like that. So she's saying that she plans on sitting down with Robin without the other ladies to figure out what did Robin say and what did she mean by it. So, you know, this episode, it was just okay, you guys. I really do hope the season picks up. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. It is your girl Brand New, and I am out.